Alright. That was a dramatic transition to blueprints. I have a question. Do y'all play this on mouse and keyboard? Because I'm getting that same feeling with this game that I get in, like, Subnautica sometimes. Where even though the controller movements are smooth, you do, like, this to, like, look at everything. It gets kind of jerky. But I do love to play with controller. Oh, I know, Magus. That's what I felt like people would say. Yeah. The reason, okay, and I play with keyboard and mouse more often these days than I used to, but there's just something about, it's a posture thing. I get so uncomfortable. If we're gonna be streaming for like 6 or 7 hours again today, like we did last week, I don't want to be hunched over my keyboard the whole stream. I want to be sitting back with my little controller. So we'll see how it goes. It's your game, you do you. Fair enough. Mouse keyboard because freedom of movement, yeah. Shrimp mode engaged, yeah. To answer your question, Garrett, I did, okay. Update, welcome to Blueprints. I did rewatch a large portion of my VOD. Not the whole thing. I did transfer all my screenshots into one folder, and then from there, I organized my Obsidian notes by room. So I basically have like day 1 and then room labels. I think I'll end up organizing the rooms more by like common, rare, uncommon, whatever. I didn't get that far. It's only been day 1, but I wanted to try to have a little better structure and set up to my notes. There's not much, like I can show you what I have. It's not that exciting yet. This is stuff from the starting screen. This is just my day 1 summary of the path I took. These are all the little like letters and flyers. Sheet music, red notes, staff notices. Some portraits. All the notes I took when we walked around the outside. Entrance hall. And then from here, I tried to label like which letter things were. I don't have the web function of Obsidian very well set up yet, but like I tried to label all the chess pieces. Oops, yeah, you can see that. Oh, okay, my biggest update, my biggest find is I watched the VOD and I looked at the password again and I could tell what it was this time. So that's very exciting. Because we took that scribbled out note, where is it? This. We took that scribbled out note and I put it into like photo editing software like GIMP. And I was playing around with the exposure and I finally was like, oh, to me, it looks like Swan Song. So we're gonna try that next time. So sneaky. But when I was playing, I was like, I don't know, it doesn't really help. And then I looked at it more off stream and I was like, oh, okay, I think there's something there. What else did I figure out off stream? I think the only other thing was, oh no, I did do like a couple of the letter puzzles. I figured out ones I couldn't get, like flight and light. That was the main one. It was like a lamp and a plane. And then, there was one, I think it was in the lab. Tag and stag was on the little bulletin board in here. And then, see, but I didn't even get this far yet, so we're kind of just winging it at this point. I've only done one day, and so I'm curious to see what changes on the second time through, you know? Oh, this one. I still couldn't figure out. Tag. And 10. Coastline, shore, beach, cliff. This one was hard. Do I have a picture of it? I also might have made my blueprints folder my default screenshot folder in Windows. This one? Yeah, this one. And then it's the same one. It's like the dog tag one. You don't need external tools. I realize this. I figured, but it was fun, so I did it. Okay. Let's begin. Oh, I'm nervous. As a reminder, please, no hints, no help, no nothing. Not even UI. I'm gonna miss some stuff, and it's gonna be okay. And I'm gonna want to go outside every time. Actually, we are gonna go back outside because I want to see if the grounds change or just the rooms change. Or if the grounds stay the same. And like, maybe the outside structure looks different. Thanks for the good luck. Thanks for the RNG. Good luck. My top 3 puzzle games, Outer Wilds, The Witness, La Mulana. Easy. Next question. My bottom 3 puzzle games. I think this is looking the same. Gosh. What was that one? Actually, no, I don't want to shout that one out. Because there was an indie game that I got to play on stream for free that I ended up really not liking, but I don't want to be... I think that was a me problem. I just don't think it was right for me. Okay, bird bath. Yeah, we remember the bird baths. We remember the crates. I did play Baba Is You. Yeah, that was a fun one. I didn't beat it. We played it. It's on my VODs channel. If somebody could do exclamation point VODs. I played Baba Is You for 2 streams, like completely on my own, no hints, no help, nothing. And then we did 1 stream of kind of like a collaborative chat can help me. I think I finally realized why I didn't enjoy blueprints. It only took me over 100 hours. While I enjoy puzzles, I abhor riddles. Interesting. I definitely like the riddles in La Mulana. I don't have a ton of experience with like riddly games. Other than that, I feel. Okay, this is all looking the same. So I don't think the exterior has changed from day 1 to day 2. And I don't want to use too many steps out here, but it didn't hurt last time, so we're just going with it. Oh, finished Banjo-Kazooie. Nice. Thanks for watching, Mr. Biggs. Asmati, welcome in. How's it going? I do need to get this on YouTube. I will. I will at some point. Well, hey. All right. Entrance hall pictures. Ace of spades. Queen of diamonds. Mutton chops. Bow tie. Clock. Yep. It sure is. This, I think, is the like town Rennington or whatever it's called. Reddington. Which they say these things. I was feeling very foolish watching my VOD because they say like Mount Holly Estate, Reddington in like the first 2 seconds. And I'm like, oh, look at all the holly motifs everywhere. Whatever. I wanted to look. I think I got all my notes transferred from the old notebook. There wasn't a ton. Yeah, there wasn't a ton to transfer. Cool. The reason I switched is because I don't know that this is going to be enough pages. It does have a lot of empty pages, but also I love this BMO notebook, but it doesn't have like a spiral binding, so it's really hard to get it to stay open. All right, here we go. I think I started to the right first last time. Oh, maybe we'll go use the corner spaces before we start making our way north. We haven't seen a pantry yet. Get some money to start. Elchen, welcome in. I'm excited to play more of this so it works out. Coffee. Oh. Pray and pry. Now, do I stay handwritten or do I put this directly into Obsidian? I'm going to stay handwritten for now and then decide later. It was a fun watch, but I still wish I was around when you were actually streaming it. If only we had time travel, right? That would complicate things. Here's my money. Bridget, please pick up some more fruit before Friday, as we have just been informed that we may have an extra guest exploring the house next week. 50 steps should be more than enough, so I think an even spread would be ideal. 5 apples, 5 bananas, 5 oranges. The enclosed amount should cover expenses, but please bring back any change from the order and leave it in the pantry. Huh. If I had time travel, I would use it exclusively to go back to Jen the Human streams in real time. I'm flattered. Five bananas. 5 oranges. Okay. The enclosed amount. Yeah, okay. I can save this note to Bridget. Bridget in mixed case. Lux coffee. Flour, sugar. Standard pantry fare. A banana. Oh. Little snack. I would go back to the moment where Jen kicked a sheep down in the abyss. Wow, Hylian. Do we still have that as a command? I don't remember. If we do, I don't remember what it's called. Eric, are you still here? You would know. This feels like a game you should have been there at the beginning to fully grasp what's going on. I mean, you're basically... I think we captured it, Brick. You know about as much as I do. We've only made one trip through the mansion so far. Sheep kick abyss. I don't know if it has a command. Maybe. Oh, a dining room early. Dining room was like my last room last time. That's interesting. Once you've drawn floor plans, you must select one. Ugh, rip. I can't tell if I still have like a corner to the left of the... Actually, don't tell me. I think I do. I think parlor would maybe be okay. I don't really want to use the spare room. But this gives us more entries. Let's do dining room. That seems fun. Red Sail, welcome in. How's it going? Coupon book. Save 1 coin on each purchase you make in the estate. Wow. Discounts. We love a bargain. What's on the menu tonight? Stairs and stars. And a pawn. Pantries are common. Dining rooms are standard. A well-stocked pantry is always the true test of a large estate, and keeping Mount Holly's wide gamut of ingredients and supplies stocked has always been one of the primary priorities of the house staff. Okay. An intimate and warm room with a large dining table boasting a serving tray with a silver dome cover. Dinner is served here each evening. Okay. Fishies, welcome in. Sankari, welcome in. How's it going? Oh, saying good evening to Duncan. He's sleeping in his bed now. Chillin'. The only big discovery is I watched my VOD and the password looks like Swan Song. That was the main thing. I feel like that's pretty big. Okay, yeah, I still have room in the corner. That's what I thought. Just like yours, you have an orange cat too. Does Duncan have a title? Sir Duncan? When I got him, I was gonna call him King Duncan. I think King Duncan is from... There's one in Shakespeare, but I forget which Shakespeare. You sure it's not Silk Song? Oh my god. There's another clock in here. Alright. I'm gonna go this way. Not orange, but equally mischievous cat. Got it. Okay, well, Chapel is gonna give me access to the bottom left corner if I want to use every single square. I don't really feel like I need to go back there. But it could be fun to see if it changed. This is when I need to decide if I want to try to use every space possible or go north as quickly as possible, or neither. Potentially Macbeth. He's the one assassinated in Macbeth. Spoilers! Mine's also orange, fat, and dangerous when nearing the belly area. Duncan does okay with belly scritches. He's very rarely dangerous. He does not like dogs. He will hiss at dogs. Well, actually, that's not true. He really liked my friend's dog. She was an old girl, 15-year-old yellow lab, who did not care that Duncan was in her presence or was a cat or any. Like, she was so chill. And Duncan was like, okay, I can deal with this. But if a dog is at all, like, excitable, no. There's a character named Duncan and Thomas the Tank Engine. Really? Lose money! But last time we found money in here. No. Sad. Okay, has this changed? Nope. Nope, it hasn't. Looks the same to me. Going to the chapel and we're gonna lose money. We're gonna lose a lot if I decide to use that corner. Which I'm going to, so. Good thing we picked up money in the pantry. Unless it's locked. I want to make like a closet or a bathroom or something over here. Hey! Ooh, a breaker box. That's what I want. Or, oh, I want a breaker box, but look at those keys. Look at that gem. I wish the pizza angel was real. More people would be into religion if pizza was canon. Hi, Lily. Welcome in. My sister's first cat was orange. He was a stray kitten, but that our dad found in the backyard. My sister was away at the time, but as soon as she found about him, she was enamored, and he had already refused to leave. Yep. Kitten distribution system. We've never had a breaker box before. Is it the smart option? Wait, why is there's like a portrait of bread in this one? Okay. Whatever. Yeah, we upgraded the storeroom last time. Last time we did an experiment, we did an upgrade. We found security and did something that we didn't end up getting to use. I don't know. We did a lot of stuff. We found like observatory, security, lab, office, boudoir, dining room, chapel. Desert and desert. We've gotten this before. Okay, I'll make a note. Chapel appears to be the same. We got pizza angels, bread portraits, all the carbs. You're right, it's not a portrait. I mean, technically I guess it's not a portrait of bread, unless you're personifying bread in your mind. Quest 64 representation, nice. What's your favorite type of bread? I do love me some sourdough. But I can't say that I've tried too many like really nice bakery specialty breads. Okay. Key card entry system. Let me take a screenshot of this. Potato bread. Oh, I do really like potato bread. That's a good one. Stowe, hello. Zote, hello. Welcome in. German bread. I forgot to buy bread today. I'm so sorry. No idea what our bread names are in English. Okay, good point. Keycard entry system. VAC indicators. Gymnasium, darkroom, garage, cabinet. Danger. Toggling of breaker switches may result in unexpected loss of floor plan functionality. Please call DC power if you require assistance. Wow. Wow. Okay, but here's the thing. I want to have access to this room so that I know if I need to come back to do stuff, it's here. I have one in my floor plan, but do I want to mess with stuff now? Kind of. It's white bread or scary bread, please. Oh. Oh. Oh, interesting. This one was off. Let's turn it on. Do we think the garage is outside? Oh. I don't know what it means. We're fiddling. We're messing. Messin' and fussin'. Don't be too afraid to do things for science. Yes, agreed. I'll say grof pan. I know pan is French, but I'm Flemish, so cut me some slack. Sweet bread. Yeah, I don't know that that's a bread. Fascinating. I'm spent all my money going in here, but it was worth it. Hi, Goat Prince. Welcome in. Hopefully, oh, now I'm tempted to go back outside. Let's do it. Cause what if I go through the whole rest of the layout and I don't find any of this other stuff to see if it did anything? But at least we could do like a quick little, just a quick, right? And then hopefully I'll get a bedroom and restore some steps. I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. To go outside into potentially another area besides the grounds. But didn't I? Okay, actually, here's another thing. Last time, I think garage was one of the ones I was able to roll, and I just didn't select it. Because that could potentially be like 9 steps, but we still have 43. To get back to the chapel, which I might not even mess with going back to the chapel at that point. Okay, all right. Call me crazy, but we're doing an experiment. I'm curious, and I think that's a good thing for this game. Now, do I remember which door I think is the garage? I don't know. This is... oh. Nope, we're just gonna walk around. Did I even try to, like, mess with this? No. Okay, well, this was fun. Did the cat pick work? No? Oh, yeah, it's there. Aka's cat. It's really quick. I should make it longer, but in order to do that, I have to go in and individually change the display time for every single random picture, and there's a lot of them, and I just haven't done that yet. I'm making excuses. That's right. How big are your characters, schmoovin'? Our legs and feet, it's not technically one step, it's like number of room transitions. Locked. Alright, well, you know, we did the experiment so we don't have to ever do it again. It was fun. I had a good time. Hmm. 10 steps. Oh, but it's such a... But it doesn't flow. But I would love all those extra steps because I just wasted so many steps. Not wasted. It wasn't wasted. It is funny to have something that gives you steps like way in the front of the house though. Because imagine you're in the back and you like spend 5 steps to get back to the step room just to get 5 to get back to where you were. You know what I mean? Lazuli, hi, welcome in. I'm doing good. I'm rolling around the hillside outside the manor, yeah. I know, the lock gate, it looks like you could just stick your arm like right in there and undo it. But this is also the only one I haven't ever rolled before. Oh, no, we did roll the guest room before. I lied. Oop. Okay. I feel like hallway makes more sense to potentially wrap around to that other corner, maybe pick up some other money or something. Guest bedroom gives me steps. But we still have 33, and there's plenty of potential to roll more bedrooms. I don't really want to block off that path. Okay. Oh, this is the same. Bride and Bridge. Okay. I remember that from day one. At least I think I do. There's a red note in here. There's some vases. Okay. Nook. Storeroom. Drawing room. We can't do the drawing room. We don't have any gems, sadly. That would make the most sense for the flow. Nook gives us access to that corner, but now storeroom is offering me some of the money back that I lost, which I'm going to need because of the chapel. And 2 keys and a gem. I feel like it would be dumb not to take it. We can still get to that corner from the entrance hall. This is a bat and bathroom and a pawn room. Hi Dama, welcome in. How's it going? Is that drawing here every time? Yeah, every time. And our little rocking horse. Oh, I was gonna read what it had to say about the utility closet. One benefit of the restoration of old buildings is that it allows the owners to update and add modern amenities. The utility closet and the circuit breaker box within were set up when gas-powered lighting was retired and replaced by a more fashionable home electrical system. Standard, mechanical, blueprint, dead end, 1 visit. How's the bloop? The bloop's good. We only started this after the first break, so not too far into it yet today, but we have all afternoon available for blooping. Do we go back and visit that corner, or do we go back to the chapel? I kind of want to go visit the corner. See, now my new mission, aside from the given mission of the game, is fill every square. Because it's fun. Fill every square and watch my steps dwindle. Food for sale. I don't have a way to get the corner. I was hoping one of these would go straight through. So really all of these are dead ends, but I could get some steps back, which would be nice. I know, it's very satisfying when it works out. Filling every square would give you bragging rights. Well, I don't think it's gonna be this round, but I don't think I want to spend my gem on this. Two items or two steps? We do still have 29 whole steps. Have I ever been to a bedroom before? I don't... We've been to a guest bedroom. Actually, I think we have been to a bedroom. We've been to a bunk bedroom. I don't know. Items or steps? Items or steps? I'm kind of curious what other items there even are. I'll be greedy. Ivory die. While drafting, you may use the die to roll new floor plans. And a gem. I don't know, that's kind of cool. Closet is pin and pine. Shove these clothes to the side and let me see what else is in here. Everybody keeps secrets in their closet. Hey Shaggy, how are ya? Alright, I feel like that die was kind of a cool thing to find. Now we gotta go back to the chapel. Take my money. Oh, we're getting another ad already? Time flies. Oof. Alright. Wow. Step. Step length, gait, pace, stride, and... Stride? Aw, thanks, Brick. It's very chill. Thanks. We're able to drive from Phoenix to Portland with the Eevee all the way? Cool. That's a win. Safe travels. I mean, it sounds like it already happened, but... Okay, a clock and a fireplace that's not turned on. We display the most baller old people and horses. Oh, here. Bird and boat. Crow and row. Two bricks agreed. I guess you can call that a wall. I don't know the song Break My Stride. Who sings it? Hey, I know that guy. Each time you click on a door, you will draw 3 floor plans from which you must select one to draft. However, there are some items and rooms that will allow you to redraw if you do not like your initial 3 options. Okay. All right. I don't see... Oh, pawn. A very modest recessed space used for storage. This particular closet is favored by the junior members of the staff who utilize it to stash away assorted articles and knickknacks whose proper place in the estate is yet unknown to them. A social sitting room adorned wall to wall with artwork and drawings. An unfinished sketch of your uncle sits on an easel in the middle of the room, providing a vivid image of what were presumably his final days, depending on when the project was abandoned. I don't know if anyone remembers using a rotary phone. I think my grandparents had one, and I remember playing with it, but not actually using it. Or, like, answering it, but never dialing out on it. Not them blaming the junior members of staff. I do. Made the fingers hurt? Yeah. So, do I want to take a screenshot of this? Maybe. Can't hurt. Wait, hang on. Let's get everything in the shot, even the clock. People these days who don't remember why finishing a phone call is called hanging up. Shaking my head. Twirling the twirly phone cord, yes. We were too cheap to pay for touch tone service. My grandmother used to have a rotary phone on her wall that still works. That's cool. All right. Okay. Let's see what this. Let's see what happens when we draft. Redraw, redraw, and it uses your die and it's gone. I mean, look, the spare room gets us to the next rank. Let's go. Even though it's boring. Nook gets us another key. I do like keys. Parlor, we get to play the little puzzle game. It was okay. Don't answer this, but I forget what we got from the puzzle game. I think it was a gem. Actually, I'm almost certain it was a gem. Old enough that I remember having a rotary phone and a black and white TV. Nice. We had a cable so long it would reach down the hall into the bedroom like 20 feet. Nice. The satisfaction of slamming the receiver down on someone you don't want to talk to. It was so satisfying. I don't think, like, we had a cordless phone, landline, for a long time. And I used it a lot. But I don't think I was ever, like, old enough or angry enough to, like, hang up on someone like that. My grandpa had a typewriter that still worked. I think I had either a friend that had one, somebody that had one that I liked to play with. Actually, we might have had one at school that they would pull out sometimes and let us use. I see him at thrift shops here and there. I almost got one once. It was like a pretty blue or teal or something. All right, I don't know. I don't know. I kind of want to do the spare room. I kind of want to redraw. We're in the drawing room. Maybe we should redraw and see what happens. But what if they're worse? But I don't know. I don't know that you can... I guess if you draw all closets, that would be really bad. Kids these days don't know the universal roll down your window sign. Hi, Berto. I like the word nook. Not advice. I just like nook. It's a good word. Yeah, it is a roguelike, Shaggy. You are in a mansion that your uncle owned, and he has gifted it to you in his will if you can find room 46. But there's only 45 rooms, so it's this like whole, each run you get through as many of the rooms as possible and get new clues and get new information. And then you start a new run with whatever knowledge you have for the next one to try to solve where room 46 is. There it goes. I don't know if I would call this a spoiler, but I know it goes deeper than that. I know that much. I remember picking up our landline and listening to what my mom was saying. Oh yeah, I remember you could pick up the receiver and listen and be a snoop. All right, this is my last. We're using all of my ad snoozes today. This is my last ad snooze, and then I don't know. This is a run of experiments. Let's redraw and see what happens. Okay, yeah. Happy with that. I feel like that's a better draw. Den gives us a gem and a better set of paths. I've never been to a veranda before. Oh, but I can't afford it. I really want to go to a veranda. That just seems fun. Hey, Chef. Welcome in. I'm doing well. I hope you are too. I think if you like puzzle games, you should give this one a try. Go into it with appropriate expectations. From what I've seen, the people who really don't like this and write bad reviews of this were not going into it with the correct... Not correct. I feel like their friends or the Steam page or something didn't prepare them well to set like what this experience would be like. Den seems like the best option. We're still fine on steps for now. Maybe I'll regret that. It's a mystery and lore game that has some puzzles. Yeah. And it's a roguelike. Gem. That looks like a keyhole. It needs that. The hype had a lot going into it, expecting a genre-defying thing for everyone. And I guess saying it's a puzzle game is kind of like... It's not like heavy on the puzzles back to back like The Witness, where it's like, oh, grid, ooh, grid, ooh, grid. I wish it was on Switch. It's the kind of thing I would want to play laying in bed. Yeah. Yeah, exactly, Dama. Car and card. Alright, now we're gonna have to take a break because I can't snooze the ad again. Sorry to the VOD watchers who have to hear me constantly talk about snoozing the ad, but I feel like I don't overdo it. I just want to... I don't want anybody to not know it's coming when it happens. Also, hi to the VOD squad. Hello. Thanks for watching. Keep forgetting Steam Deck exists, but I'm definitely getting one over a Switch too. Okay, nice. That's not a bad idea, actually. I've been way more into PC games than Switch games in recent years. I did not play Escape Academy, no. I played, oh. I kind of forgot about these. I feel like we looked at these symbols, but I didn't take a screenshot of it, so let's do that. I played one with Michelle, and now I can't remember what it was called. It was an escape something. Escape simulator? Escape... I don't know. Too big of a Nintendo fan not to get the Switch 2. Wish I could get a Steam Deck too. They're both on the pricier side. I wouldn't want to get both personally, but more power to you if you can afford both. I think they're both great systems. Put a surprising number of hours into my Switch the last 2 months. What have you been playing, Mistake? Oh yeah, and don't forget to look up. And don't forget to look at the floor. Last time on day 1 we had a metal detector. So I didn't miss coins if they were on the floor. Because it would alert me. Oh, Animal Crossing! I love that. I saw a TikTok, I think this morning, of someone playing the Animal Crossing theme on like trombone or something for a bunch of cows. It was so cute. It made me miss that game. It's annoyed me how many games aren't on PS4 or Switch but are on PC already. Indie games that don't need that much power. Gotcha. I don't know. Yeah. I guess maybe that's why I stick to PC, because we get everything. Almost everything. It always annoys me when something is like a PlayStation only release. But I always find out later, because it's usually something you all have already played and you're like, oh, you should play this. And I come to find out it was only ever released on PlayStation. All right. Time for a break. Enjoy the fish. Ponder the rooms. I'll see you when we get back. Thanks, everybody. All right. Where were we? In the den. Do we keep going north? Yeah, let's keep going north. Courtyard. Fun. I don't think we've seen that yet. Two gems? 1 gem. We have 2 gems. We went outside. Maybe we did see a courtyard. Yeah, we did. That's where we got the metal detector. I'm nerding out here because it's because of a game that I'm here. I'm geeking, tweaking, schmeeking. What game brought you to Prague? If you don't mind me asking. Green room. We can see the sky. Oh. Car keys and a gem. Okay, there's gotta be a garage in here somewhere if we had the circuit breaker to turn on the power, and now we have the car keys. I'm gonna make a note. Courtyard. Car keys. Because we found car keys before. Towards the end of day 1 in the last stream. But I don't remember where I found them, so I'd have to go back and check. I have a suspicion it was also in the courtyard. Kingdom Come Deliverance, an RPG set in 15th century Czechia. Interesting. Okay, cool. That is a very cool way to nerd out. I'm sad we didn't get a metal detector again. That was fun. I enjoyed that. I'm gonna keep going north. We're going all the way, baby. I do need to draw a bedroom at some... Well, I say that, but... I don't know. Oh, it's locked. Just kidding. Let's see if this one is locked. Oh, they're both locked. What do I do? I only have one key now. Alright, I'm still going this way. Garage! Oh. And you get 3 keys? This is exciting. Where was this? Okay, don't answer that. Can I look through the trash? Wow. And I have the car keys. Let's go for a drive. Oh. They're just... Okay, they're gone now. The drop-off address is 14227 Sandy Heights, a small garage on the south edge of Trinsdale. The goods are already secure and in the trunk, so just unload and get back here before noon. I've seen Sinclair's schedule, and I don't think he'll be requesting the car today, but you never know when the cat will want to get some air. Tomorrow will likely be the last delivery, and I believe Denny already has payment ready. The water-soluble keys. Yeah, they just sort of... They went under the car, and then they just sort of dissolved. Okay, I'm going to save this picture in my picture folder full of pictures. Garage. We powered it on with the utility closet. So we could use the garage door opener. There was a note inside the car. And then there's something in the trunk. It said in the note that there was something in here. Oh, well, the keys are back in my hand. Ooh, an upgrade disc. We'll see if we find an office or a computer to use it. That's very nice. This looks like booze. Looks like beer growlers. Upgrade disc in trunk. What you gonna do with all the junk inside the trunk? I'm not singing that. We're moonshine runners, apparently. This looks like a lockbox. This looks similar to the one we saw in the den. Now, I don't know if there's anything I can do with it, but I'm making a note of it, all right? All right. Oh, messy. Christoph, this is the 3rd time this month you and the car have been gone when your services were required. I don't care how long you've been driving for his lordship. Your absence must be accounted for. Mrs. Babbage. Mrs. Babbage is pissed. Entering and exiting out through the west-facing private drive, the garage serves as a more practical and informal entrance point in the estate. Don't tell me I walked right by it. Rarity unusual. Dead end. Paint roller. Bleach. Wheat. Nope. Grain and rain. It's a grain rain room. Can I climb this ladder? I want to go up in the attic. Oh, I got this one before, Soto. That one doesn't count. I was pretty proud of... What did we get earlier? Actually, no, I think I've only... Oh, Crow and Row. That's the only new one, I think, so far today, and I was pretty quick with that. But Pray and Pry we had last time. Stairs and Stars, I don't know if we had. Desert. Bride Bridge. Yeah. I could play it off like I was that quick, but there is a VOD. Although some of them, one or two of them I got off stream. I forget which ones. All right, let's venture. West Path. Now you would think we could camp. You would think the rooms change every day, but wouldn't it be nice if we could leave this open between runs? Don't answer that. Maybe we can. I don't know. I wonder if we have to provide, like, power to this door. Oh, this music is nice. Oh, some are really hard for non-native English speakers, I bet. Because some of them are, like, concepts. They're verbs, not nouns. My coat and outside shoes, yeah. Have we had XP Xpoo yet? Not yet, my Stitch. Sorry, Brick. I love this song. Alright, I don't know. Let me out. Maybe if I had looked closer, I would have been able... No, actually, I don't know. I can't... Like, this is the same pattern that's on one of the other gates, but I'm not sure... We walked all the way around the house to be able to get to the other side of that gate. Like, I don't know what's going on. All right. Another bird bath. Oh, you can really go right up to the house here. I watch some people solve cryptic crosswords and they always impress me, the vocabulary and knowledge that's needed. Crosswords are so fun. I love doing them with other people because everybody has their own like subset of trivia. Our dear streamer friend Cosmicordia, that used to be her whole, like she would stream a crossword every day and it was always a good time. She still streams occasionally. Once in a while when the mood strikes. Okay, I hope this doesn't fall in and break and leave me stranded. Sure would be a shame. It was such a fun morning routine, exactly. New outside has another bird bath. There's a shifty looking person moving around the gate. I am on the security camera when we're in the security room. I don't know if they have cameras outside. I can't remember if there was one that showed the grounds. I wish I could do crossword, but they'd be too difficult for me. I'm more of a Sudoku fan. We have some Sudoku enthusiasts in chat. Brick, ditch, Sir Brickworth of Eda Brickerton V. All can be used. Okay, good. Phew, I was worried. Ah, this one. Sudoku? Yeah, Sudoku mentioned. Magus is here. Yes! Yes! See? I was onto something. Now it makes sense to have put the bedroom with the 10 steps in the front of the house. So worth it. Now we have a quick exit to get back to the dining room if we want our meal when we're pretty close to rank. We're 2 away from rank 8. We have beef with cracking the cryptic? We do? What? Remind me why? Be careful, this is broken! Dangerous! Whoa. I'm gonna go in there. A bridge. Birds! They started the witness right after you did, stole the viewers. Oh my god. Was that really a thing? I don't remember that. That's not real beef. You're the only one who remembers because you were watching both and you're like, ooh, gotta sneak away. Don't tell Jen. That's funny. Oh my god. What is this? Bassoon? This is beautiful. Obviously, nobody knows about the beef because we were all too busy watching Cracking the Cryptic at the time. Okay, if something like that happened, it's not like I would make a big mention and deal of it on stream and be like, oh my god, I can't believe it. How dare they take my viewers? No. That would never happen. Bassoon or bass clarinet? Oh, could be. Could be either. Whoa! Whoa! Huh? Where is this even? I can't even click the right trigger to see. It's not on the map. Tool shed, 2 special items. Root cellar. Rooms in your house will be more likely to contain... I'm sorry, dig spots? Hovel. Special floor plans now cost additional steps instead of gems. Oh my god. Dig spots? I don't know. We saw something that looked like dig spots in the courtyard. I don't have a shovel. Should I go in the tool shed to get a shovel? Or should I go in the hovel to get a shovel? Classic Gen rage rant. You know how I rage. You know how angry I get. Special sounds fancy, but it could easily be like Danny DeVito's autograph, and what use is that? I want a shovel and I want a hovel. This is so handy to, well, except I don't have that. We have 19 steps. I'm like, fingers crossed that we've drawn so many bedrooms and I've just like walked away from them. So fingers crossed we still draw a bedroom. But now I'm thinking you can get this at the beginning of every run. Redraw. Give me 3 new ones. No. Ooh. I want both. All right, I'm gonna do this because I feel like it's a... Because I don't... Because... It looks like a more fun room to look around, and I would love to not be blocked by gems. And I feel like it's more likely to roll rooms that give you steps than it is to find gems. But this run now, I'm going to find so many gems. And it just looks cooler, and I want to look around the hovel. But now that I know there's a tool shed, that's exciting, and I'll come back here. What other... and now that I know there's dig spots, I want a shovel. I want my metal detector and my shovel back. It's only day 2, I know. Notice of termination. Dear Mr. Ravain, your half-hearted dedication and maintenance of the grounds have been greatly appreciated. What? However, I regret to inform you that your services as the groundskeeper at Mount Holly will no longer be required, effective immediately. This decision has been made after careful consideration and is based upon repeated observations and documented instances of neglect in the performance of your duties. The state of the green rooms, in particular, has deteriorated significantly over the last few months, which reflects poorly on the rest of the staff. You are required to vacate the hovel by the 20th of March, ensuring all tools and equipment belonging to the estate are returned to the tool shed in good condition. Your final wages will be settled promptly upon completion of these instructions. We thank you for your time and service and wish you the best in your future endeavors. Anne Babbage, House Manager. Yeah, the passive... this letter. Your half-hearted dedication is greatly appreciated. It's so funny. Gotta screenshot the letter. I love that she also calls it the hovel. It's not like your quarters or anything. Just, you live in the hovel, dude. Calling it like it is. Alright. So, my pay will be settled when I return the tools. Does that mean my pay, is in this room? 45 rooms. 2 wings. 9 ranks. 45292. Coincidence? 2 starting rooms. Where is room 46? 7590. Tested my full house theory. No luck as expected. Ooh, this is fun, fancy. We love that. Four, 5, 2, 9, 2. That is some straight up conspiracy notes. That was... oh, there's moonshine in here. That was written in a fit of passion. Oh, I can't wait to finish this. I can't wait to get far enough with this however long it takes, and whatever far enough means, to look at some of y'all's chicken scratch notes. I want to see it. Oh. Oh. There's no money in here. Oh well, it was worth it for the secrets. Ooh, pipes. Ooh, weird. Blue flame? I did something. I thought I was just turning on the gas to cook. The big disadvantage to Obsidian is that I edit my notes to look nicer, so I use my nonsense madman initial scribblings. Ah. Oh, you lose, not use. Maybe you have to cook out there. I can cook on the little overlook. Hi, Austin. Welcome in. I have a little reporter's notebook. Oh, fun. 14 pages of notes. Got it. Obsidian, I really like. It just adds an extra step because, like, I could type it directly in there, but I like taking the chicken scratch notes. I feel like it helps my brain, and then just, like, you know, porting them over so that I can Control F find everything, but maybe I won't feel that way forever. You know, I want to go look at this flame. Can I see it from here? I don't really want to spend the step to go look at it. I don't feel like I'm going to be able to interact with it. I just want to go back to what I was doing. This is a paper... Yeah, I feel like it's a perfect paper notes kind of game. If you have enough paper and a big enough notebook... This is day 2 in-game and day 2 of stream. Yeah. Both. I heard your requests for day 2. I know the people really love day 2. Paper producers love this game, yeah. Day 2 equals day 2? It's all downhill from here. No. No, dude. One day per day plan. Honestly, like, I could spend a whole stream on one day and recording the notes and organizing the notes and my theories. Okay, that was extremely fun. Dang it. And I have... Ugh, but I'm glad I chose the hovel, but we're right next to the dang courtyard. With dirt spots that are maybe dig spots. But nothing says I would have gotten a shovel. But, like, what else would be in the tool shed, you know? Ugh. Real-time lore accurate blueprints. I have to sleep between days in my campsite outside of my house. Yeah, exactly, fishies. You get it. I want to go camping. I haven't been camping in a while. Security, which gives us a computer, and we have an upgrade disc. Commissary, which could give us... Oh... items that could give us more steps, and guest bedroom, which is guaranteed to give us more steps. But it's security, and I want to use my little floppy disk, and I want to put in the password. Sleep on stream? No, that's not happening. I've never been camping. It's on my bucket list, but given my location, I have to hope the coyotes stay away. Yeah. I feel like if you have access to like a good public... Whoa, we get Aka's cat again. Hi, Mia. Like a public use campground with like a little more busyness to it. You don't have to worry as much about coyotes around here. And by around here, I mean... Well, we have coyotes here. Certain parts of the US have a lot more than others, though. Nothing about that floppy is little. That's a 5 1/4 boy right there. Hefty floppy. Oh, I'm doing it. We're gonna run out of steps, though. That's gonna be the killer this run, it feels like. When I had an abundance of steps last time, I was like, what do I do with all these steps? Upgrade. Parlor data has been found on this upgrade disk. You will now have the chance to permanently enhance this room to one of 3 different upgraded floor plans. 3 gem prize, 2 wind-up keys, funeral parlor. Why would you choose that? I mean, it looks cool. People watch sleep streams? I mean... Me? Personally? Not for me, but there's something for everyone, I guess. How much do you enjoy gambling? Not much. The same reason you would read a certain tablet twice. Yeah, fair enough. This is the most straightforward 3 gems. And I like it the most. But 2 wind-up keys seems kind of fun. Because then I guess if you get it wrong, you can open another box. But then the prize still might be only 1 gem. So for the ones on the end, you better hope you get really good at the little puzzle game. Ugh, especially this run, I don't even care about gems. I mean, I do. No casinos? I mean, no, probably not. Well, I'll go in. I like looking around, and I'll get drinks. Actually, I don't even know, because I'll be too busy with the convention. Yeah, like, I want to see what this... Look at the red curtains, and there's a casket, and it looks like there's... like papers or something, not a body, but like papers in the casket. Yeah, the decor looks interesting. You just want me to pick it. How confident are you in logic puzzles? The thing is, like, not super confident. Only because I have to do them in front of you all. Live on stream being observed. But that's content, right? A funeral parlor themed casino. Also, I don't pick red rooms. We're on day 2. I picked a lavatory like the first or second pick of the game because I just didn't know. If the puzzle gets tiring, you can have chat solve it. Smells like a secret to me. Ugh. Y'all are peer pressuring me. I do like the chapel. We love to draw chapel. Ugh, 30 steps is so extreme. If it was like 5 or 10, instantly, yes. But 30? That's like, this room exists so I can spend an entire run just to get to the funeral parlor to see what it looks like and see if there's a secret in the casket. And then I'm never gonna ever want to do a parlor room ever again. This is hoping I solve this game in 5 runs. And you have to have red rooms for it to even be worth it. Yeah, supposedly, I don't know for sure, Mickey, and don't answer this chat, but supposedly every parlor room would be this now. 3 hours later. It's an important decision. It counts itself as red. Yeah, I would think you would at least get 1 gem. Fine, we'll do it for the content. I want to know. And I know you all want to know. Dare to be daring, I guess. Jen can be bullied. Oh, not usually, but I hope that room looks sick as hell. I hope it is like not. I just hope we get a laugh out of it, if nothing else. I wanted you to do it so I don't have to. See, that's why streaming is fun, because then I can do all the things that you didn't do in your run. No one else on Earth has ever chosen it. I'll be the first. Let's go. All right, for those of you that missed it, actually I can show you. Thank you, Mickey. For the science, we're doing it for the science. For those of you that missed it, where did it go? Last time, on day 1, we got security. We got staff notice with passcode. And I opened it with GIMP photo editing software. Clavinet, welcome in. I don't really want strategy suggestions, but thank you. We will cross that bridge when we get to it. Right now, I've only upgraded the room. I drafted one earlier in this day and I didn't choose it, so we'll see what happens. Will this work again? Yeah, this will work again. I popped it into here and then we did, oops, filters. What did I do? Exposure. I guess I could zoom in for you. I did some of this. And I looked at it enough in the VOD to be able to see it. Although I don't know that this is the one that I did. Anyway, whatever. Maybe it was looking on my phone versus the screen, but it looks like Swan Song, so we're gonna try that. I made so many wrong guesses. I was convinced it ended in ing. Well, we don't know yet. Silk Song. All right, let's try it. Let's test my theory. Swamp Spung. I'm so excited I can't type. Enter. Oh, submit. Yes! Clip it. Well, no, don't clip it. It's spoilers. But still, we all know. We all have our inside joke together. We're in! Punch in and out. Staff announcements. Request schedule change. Special orders. Oh my god, there's so many things here. This service has been temporarily disabled. As of November 4th, all work has been suspended at Mount Holly and all domestic staff has been placed on an extended paid leave in accordance with the instructions left by the old man himself. See Mrs. Babbage for more detail. Staff announcement, Saturday, November 7th. I don't think anyone else has access to this network this month except you, Simon. So if you're reading this, just know we're all rooting for you. Aw, cute. I'll save that one. I guess I should save the other one for the sake of the timeline. I don't know. Didn't Mrs. Babbage? No, Mrs. Babbage fired the groundskeeper. We are not the groundskeeper. We're the heir. You're too experienced at puzzle games. You're gonna blitz this. I don't know about that. Do you want to know something? Do y'all want to know something? I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. There's this game. We're the Nepo, baby. Exactly. There's this game. I brought it up on stream before. It was a Flash game, sort of, called Not Prawn. Did y'all ever dabble? And I was in middle school, and my brother was in high school. He had just gotten his own computer. I was like, they've got to know. This chat has to have some not prawn appreciators. And he knew what he was doing. I had no clue what I was doing. It was annoying. But I would, like, either watch him solve or I don't remember. I did, like, the first 3 puzzles and then it gets too hard. But essentially, it's like, you go, it gives you a really vague clue. One of them was like you go in the URL and type the next level and it gets you to the next level. One of them you have to like right click and view source and it gave you the thing for the next level. But then one of them, yeah, 4 or 5 was like a sound, like a clip of a noise and you had to do something with the sound file or like the wave frequencies or something. It's literally web hacking. It was. And I think there was some kind of Photoshop photo editor something in it. Got pretty deep. I don't remember specifics. It was intense. It had many levels. It was decades ago. This was like 2003 for me, probably. So, but I didn't solve it, but it lives on in my memory when I play really cryptic puzzle games. Shout out to Not Prawn. Okay, this is the same as the other one, so I can screenshot this one. Oh, I was gonna read... I think there was some other room description I still needed to read. If you would like to get a specific brand of gum or your favorite fruit, the commissary is now taking special orders for all members of the staff. It can take 1 to 3 days. Whoa! Shovel. Brass compass. This isn't gum. Not prawn still exists, and apparently it's the... What's Superland? Trolley. Welcome in. How's it going? Free stuff? I was running around in diapers back then. What a time. Early 2000s. I've never had magnifying glass brand chewing gum. No, it could exist in this universe, though, I guess. I want a shovel. Request shovel. Magnifying glass. We got the running shoes at the end of day one, and I didn't get to reap the benefits because it was like third to last room or something, and I was going pretty quick at the end. Whimsical and largely great puzzle Metroidvania with rubbish combat. A fun 3D exploration game. The combat gets irrelevant after a bit, so it's not that bad. Didn't take itself very seriously, and that made it interesting. I'm intrigued immediately. Doesn't take itself seriously? Sign me up. Sleeping mask, sledgehammer. I want all of them. Oh, but I want the shovel most of all. But I feel like, okay, I'm really banking on the shovel being in that tool shed because I feel like it would organically, that and like the sledgehammer would show up there. Sleeping mask isn't going to show up there. And does this mean, don't answer this, so greedy, yeah. Does this mean once it shows up in 1 to 3 days, is it always going to be there? I don't know. Because I would assume the running shoes that we got, that's like a random item. Why would you want a sleeping mask and a sledgehammer? I don't know that I've seen... Like, sledgehammer I would want to use or try to use on those doors that are blocked with wood. But that's more of like a crowbar task. But I think you could get a sledgehammer to work for that in the real world. I don't know. I just don't know if that's blueprince logic. I once asked the Superland creator how he hid secrets. He told me when playtesters got out of bounds, he put a secret there rather than fixing it. Nice. I don't know. I don't know what these other ones do yet, so I'm hesitant to request them. Just give me the freaking shovel. Fine. Do another one. Ah. Remote terminal access. It is possible to connect to other active terminals elsewhere on the estate using RTA. Okay. Shelter, office, laboratory. But maybe I'll need this info later. See the Metroid plushie in the background? Oh yeah. Ta-da! And then Chicory. This little bunny is from Slime Rancher. There's a BMO back there. There's a Game Boy. You can put the sleeping mask on and run around with a sledgehammer in hand. I love it. Email. The permissions of this terminal do not allow for access to electronic mail account. Currently, this feature can only be accessed via the terminal located in the office. Data transfers from Synca are not currently available. Okay. Ooh, glossary. Rooms are considered adjoined if they are connected via a doorway. A set amount of gold granted at the beginning of each day. Your allowance is typically left in the entrance hall each morning. One of the most common type of rooms. Bedrooms are typically used for resting and regaining steps. Violet borders. A blessing is a persistent benefit that lasts for several days. Typically bestowed from a shrine after an offering of gold has been made. You may call it a day at any time. This will end the current day and reset the rooms on your estate, your inventory, and your steps. When you run out of steps, you will be forced to call it a day. Violet for bedrooms, orange for hallways, green for green rooms, yellow for shops, red for red rooms, blue for blueprints, default. Contraption. Workshop is a useful room in which you can experiment trying out different combinations of inventory items in an attempt to create a new and unique contraption. Fun. Dead end. Okay. Occasionally you may find piles of dirt on the estate. These are dig spots often found in the green rooms, can be dug up with the help of a shovel. I can't wait till my shovel comes in the mail. The directory contains detailed information for all rooms that you have drafted. You may access directory at any time. Dirigiblocks. In the commissary, players may find an arcade cabinet for the popular game Dirigiblocks. To the dismay of board members of the staff, the cabinet has not been in working order for the last several years. Although the game is not currently accessible, it is scheduled to be added in a future patch. Amazing. Dirt. Define dirt. Occasionally, you may find piles of dirt. The dig spots. Okay, yeah, that's the same thing. Drafting. Selecting a floor plan from 3 options. Draft pool is the total collection of currently available floor plans. Drawing is initial pulling of the 3 floor plans from the draft pool. There's so much here. East wings are the 9 rooms that border the right edge of the house. Entry rooms. Entry. Certain rooms have an effect that is only triggered upon physically entering the room. Thank you for the hydrate. Do I have water? Yeah. I have water and Red Bull. The estate refers to all the explorable areas of Mount Holly, including the rooms currently drafted as well as the grounds. The house, on the other hand, is only referring to the current rooms as shown in the Mount Holly blueprint. When your steps reach 0, you're exhausted. Experiment from the lab. We did that once. Floor plan. Gems. Glossary of terms. Feature on the network that you are now perusing. Gold. These rooms are associated with outdoor areas and gardens and are naturally synergistic with one another. So synergistic. I love to be synergistic. The grounds include many areas of interest, including the campsite, apple orchard, and west path. Orange floor plans known as hallways are rooms that often contain many doors. Define hallway. You may wish to view the previous layouts and room configurations from days past. Oh, okay, so we can look at other day blueprints. Inventory items. Keys. There are some unique special keys. Oh, I didn't even check if any of the garage keys I got were special. Computer defined dancing. Key card door. Electric powered doors of reinforced steel that can only be accessed via key card are considered security locked. These doors appear with more frequency the higher up in rank you are in the house. Locked. Oh my god, there's so many terms. The mechanical rooms are heavy in mechanics and contain control systems that can interact with other elements on the estate. Marked with a gear. Huh. Each terminal on the estate is connected to a local network named Blackbridge. This network allows users to remotely connect to other active terminals, as well as providing access to staff services and other handy features like this glossary. Locked. Locked doors are locked. Cool. Noted. Bread, welcome in. How's it going? Rooms draftable only from a door located outside the house. West path access is required before the rooms are accessible. Permanent! Okay. Rank. Whispers of a 10th rank can often be overheard. Rarity. There are 4 rarities: commonplace, normal, uncommon, and rare. Some rooms allow you to redraw. Beware of rooms of red. They offer powerful expansion options but come at a dangerous cost. Yeah, not the parlor forever being a red room. Whoops. Wait, show me that again. Chapel, dark room, gymnasium. We've not seen a dark room or a gymnasium yet. We have seen the mention of them on the utility closet. Fascinating. I think it's interesting it shows you those even though I haven't been there yet. Red parlor. Yep. Red room, red room, red room. Reset. Security locked. Shop. Special floor plan. Special item. When a spread occurs, items are randomly distributed across all rooms currently active on the estate. The more rooms in your house, the larger the spread. We haven't seen a locker room yet. We have been to the office. Yeah, what powerful expansion did the lavatory offer us? It didn't really offer us anything. I learned my lesson. The eyebrows, what did I do? Stars. Oh yeah. We did go to the observatory last time. There are several ways to increase the amount of stars visible in the night sky. The easiest method, of course, is drafting observatories. Each additional star creates new formations of constellations, which in turn provide beneficial effects. Mount Holly is equipped with several state-of-the-art computer terminals that control various systems electronically. Tomorrow. Define tomorrow. Oh, what? I haven't seen any of these. Spoilers. Rooms that provide benefits in the future belong to a special category called tomorrow rooms. Sauna, mailroom, coat check. Haven't seen those yet. This is fun. I like this. Trunk. A small wooden chest often found in rooms always locked and usually containing few items. Upgrade. Upgrades that were planned but never executed by the Baron. West Path. A charming path that winds through the wooded area that runs alongside the west wing. This can be accessed from both the garage and the west gate, which is usually kept latched and locked. Okay. The game spoilers too much. Tomorrow comes today. Banger from the gorillas. Hopefully they beat the 100 mean that they're gonna fight because you have Twitter, huh? What? Dream of the Red Chamber, one of the most famous Chinese historical poems. I'm learning so much today. In and out of the game. All right, that's it for the network. Nothing for the inventory. I don't, yeah. Oh, but maybe, oh. 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 This is weird. Okay, we have a break coming. But I feel like unlocked is more useful if there's more doors, because you want all those doors to be unlocked, but if you set low number of doors, you're not going to reap the benefits of them being unlocked. Oh. Okay, I'm going to think about that while we're on break. Hi, Pierre. Coming in to say hi, gotta go. Good luck. Thank you. It's good to see you. Thanks for saying hi. I watched someone on the weekend play this for 16 hours straight. My brain could not. Time for more fish. Enjoy fishing. I will see you after. Oh, thanks, Austin. Yeah, don't risk too many spoilers. We'll see you around. Enjoy blueprints. Hi. Hey there. I hope you had a good break. Oh yeah, I didn't ponder this at all on the break. I was too busy eating. Also, guess what time it is? Lawnmower time. Remember last stream? Remember the fun lawnmower times? Also, they never came and picked up our trash today. I'm kind of annoyed about it. 11 p.m. Close. Oh. What is happening? Lawnmower time and also camera not working. Okay, we need to figure this out. This is weird. Yeah, I saw the green flash. I saw it happen. It was the lawnmower man. Monster, hi, welcome in. How are you? I thought Miss Babbage fired the groundskeeper. So that's weird. That's really weird. I feel like it didn't ever do that unless I was doing a co-op thing or like a screen share thing, and now it's doing it all the time. Ugh. Frustrating. I don't know. I don't understand it. So yeah, I was just saying how I didn't think about this choice in the security system at all. But this is only if power is lost. I don't know. All right. I don't know. Oh, I feel like this is new. Pilot and plot. Weird. That was pretty fast. At least 3 kilometers per hour. Thanks, Brick. Alright, let's leave. I am gonna have all kinds of conspiracies. I feel like the ventilation system is gonna come into play. We had the gas for that one flame come into play already. Like, why is there a pipe in this room? What is it doing? You know? There's a chess piece, there's a knight. It's all about push pins. Those were some nice looking push pins. Okay, moving on, I suppose. Oh. Oh. Ooh, I don't know. I guess we're going to the east wing now. Oh, but I would love that key. But it's taking us the wrong direction. Corridor. Tear and tiger. Look at that. Huh? Huh? Killing it. This room was brought to you by the letter G. Also, look at this cool tiger picture. I love it. I'm gonna screenshot it. Oh. I have a bunch of tiger like drawings and prints and stuff in my house because of Duncan. And figurines. I have some cute little mini tigers. Is there anything else in here? Oh, a fedora. Our disaster parlor. This solemn room exudes an atmosphere of reflection, logic, and measured mourning. A dignified parlor game has been strategically placed a short distance from the casket, providing the bereaved with a gentle distraction, a fitting tribute, we think, to the deceased fondness for puzzles. Look how fun that it worth it for the description. We know what to buy you for your birthday now. Tiger stuff. I'm a tiger. Yeah, better than the bread portrait, which we haven't really seen up close yet. We read that one. Spring screws and coils scattered atop the workbench show signs of the room's frequent use. A craftsman's studio dedicated to creativity and invention. This room was used by your uncle regularly when he needed to fix or improve a gadget. I don't think I read that last time. A long hall with 2 doors at either end that had been one of your uncle's most frequently traveled rooms. Consequently, he left strict instructions with the household staff that the doors of this corridor should never, under any circumstance, be locked. A charming spot granting guests a bit of fresh air and open skies. I wonder if you can see, there was a thing about stars that made me think there were, the way it read made me think there were other ways to see stars besides the observatory. That seems strange. Outer rooms. Hovel. A squalid dwelling on the edge of the estate belonging to one of the groundskeepers. Bedroom, dead end, outer room. Unusual. I feel like that's... They said there was common, uncommon... I guess unusual and rare. I already forgot. But there's 4 levels of rarity. Tigers are cool. Would never want to see one in the wild, but I've seen them at the zoo. They're pretty. Okay. Oh yeah, and I can redraw. I could have redrawn for the corridor, I guess. Didn't really think of that until it was too late. I might redraw here, though. None of these are taking me the way I want to go. I think, but I think if we go... I hate that this room doesn't show, like, the full width of the grid, but I should know by now that it's 5 by 9. So if we go south, we have another opportunity to, like, loop around, which is frustrating, but not the end of the world. Brick, have a good night. Thanks for hanging off. Have a good sleep. Hanging off? Hanging out. Sorry, my brain saw fucking off to Bedville and read it wrong. I can't afford 6 steps right now. Things are looking grim. Two steps would be nice on the hope and the dream that maybe there's a chance that we loop around again. I guess if we don't, we could use the roll afterwards to get something that loops us around, and we get the 2 steps now. I am going to use the die eventually, hopefully. I don't know if I'll use it on this roll. But is it worth getting the 2 steps if it's pointing us south? Because then you're just spending them to loop around when I could re-roll right now. It's kind of the same thing, it feels like. But there's no guarantee that the re-roll is going to get me one that I want. And then I could end up with no steps. Oh, I kind of want to use it. The office has opportunity to earn coins and spread coins, but I can't afford it. I can't afford it. We're not doing the office. I can't afford it. Yeah, let's see what we get. Ooh, a passageway. I've never been so excited about a passageway in my life. Or 10 steps, but the thing about the 10 steps is then I have to, well... Oh, because it costs 6. I feel like then I should do the guest bedroom, get 10, spend 1, 2, 3, 4-ish to get back to the den to try that path. Or no, you can try that path from security. Risky. Or just spend the 6 and know that I'm going north. I wonder if the passageways are ever locked. We've never been in one before. Because that gets us the most access to the house. It doesn't lock us in so much. But the steps are killing me. I'm just worried we're going to run out of steps at the most inopportune moment. We're also almost out of keys, but I don't think the Nook is worth it. Especially from a reroll when I think I had a Nook in the last one or some other corner piece like that. What would you all do? But don't say why. Just say which room. I'm curious. You probably have other information. Personally, bedroom, passageway. Yeah, I'm worried I'm gonna run out of steps. How would you spend them if you had no 3-room options in front of you? What do you mean? Might just flip a coin. Because if we were to go north, I would love to get to... First of all, I would love to get to rank 8 so we can go back to the dining room and eat the meal and get even more steps. But I don't even think I have enough steps right now to get back to the dining room. Right? Because I would have to go... No, there's no way. I think I have to do steps. I would nook. I love it. What would you do if all you had is 10 steps and this was a dead end? I mean, I would have to go back to the den or the drawing room and see what I could do there. I would just see how much I could learn from the rest of the run at that point. I love this. Oh, because this is spending 6, though. I love this, but I want to buy myself some time. I have to go back that way. So now I have to go back to security or drawing room and see what happens. It's fine. It's fine. It's totally fine. We spent a lot of steps going outside this run, but it was worth it. I am curious. I need to draw a passageway at some point to see if they're... if they're locked or not. Okay. Gem is good. We've read that note once before. I have a screenshot of it already. I can't remember if these were different. Cart and chart. And pawn. I can't believe, well, it is interesting. I'm low on steps because I chose to make my gem rooms into step rooms instead. I feel like something went wrong there. I just really wanted the hovel, okay? All right, we got our steps now. What are we gonna do with them? We're gonna sprint. This is gonna be locked, though. Nope. Oof. All right, we want this. 3. Items for sale with my 2 coins. I think lavatory. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. What you got for me? Nothing I can afford. I want to see the description. Let me click on it so I know what it does. Fine. Coat and cot. We've seen this before. Look at the little arrows around the outside of the bulletin board. That's fun. That's so fun. Hmm. I don't see any money lying around. Not locked. Ooh, here's another passageway. It still costs 6 though. But it's the only one that gets me going straight through. I don't know. I feel like I just feel like this isn't the run. And by that I mean this was the run. It was a great run because we got Westgate access and garage and all that cool stuff, but I feel like I locked myself with the step thing. I don't know. What? It's day 2. Now I kind of want to do this and go south to go north again. It's not even over yet though, Brick. That's the thing. I'm speaking in the past tense like the run's over and it's not. South to go north. That's some Cars philosophy? Who's watching Cars? We've been in here before. Stage and Sage? I'll buy it. Bedroom. Stage, Sage. Top hat, pawn. GC, how's it going? Welcome in. Thank you? Running around in circles. Yeah. It's fine. Ooh, a gem. A gem on the finger statue. The beautiful Reddington. Alright, let's see what we get. Spare room, my favorite. Nah. Bummer. Nothing even to connect to that. I mean, we can walk back to the drawing room and see what dead end we get over there. 4 items. Might as well, right? Stop trying to make spare room happen. It's never gonna happen. Hey Jim, welcome. How are ya? Ooh, fancy. Fishing pole, fishing rod, and road. A cute little sun hat, kind of driving hat situation. Thanks for the hello. Bunch of cute shoes. Ooh, another pawn. Interestingly, I have not made any note of whether they've been black pawns or white pawns, but you know, I do think maybe at least one of the other chess pieces, like the knight maybe, was a black knight. This might be important. Couldn't say. Couldn't tell you one way or the other. All right, well, we get key, gem, and a salt shaker. Whenever you eat food and gain steps, gain an extra step. Well, we can go back to the dining room and get some more steps. Potentially. No, because we didn't reach rank 8. Never mind. Never mind. Oh, there's a bunch of hats in here. There's a bowler hat. There's a fedora. And a swan. Swan song. Interesting. All right. You know, we had the chance to go office, and I could have logged into the network to do the email thing from the office. I kind of forgot about that. That could have been fun. And I'm still mad about the shovel. No shovel in the hovel. It's very sad. I did write down card, okay. Couldn't remember if I wrote that down. Nursery? See, I have the gems to spend on this now. I've never been in a nursery, so I kind of want to look at it since the day is basically over. We've seen a boudoir before. We've seen the nook before. Spend 3, gain 5. Yeah. Aww. It's just as cute as I imagined. Look at all the stars. Tear and tie. Oh, the star pillow. Goose. Thank you, Mickey. Whoa, a drag. It's Trogdor. Little Prince. The Red Prince by Marion Marigold. The Dragon Man? The Burninator? The one, the only? There was a red prince who sat on a red throne. He had a red crown made of rubies and a red castle made of stone. The prince had a love for all things red. It's the only true color, the prince often said. Apple, stop sign, lobster, fire extinguisher, no, fire hydrant. Red flags, red wagon, rose. He could not stand the sight of a canary or crow. He could not stand the white of a swan in the snow. And he never looked up for fear of the sky. He had heard that the sky was not... Oh, for fear of the view. Oh, I can't read. He never looked up for fear of the view. He had heard that the sky was not a red hue. So he always had a book to turn his eyes down if he was ever outside when the clouds weren't around. The clouds aren't red either. And do you know which book the prince always had? The one that made him happy whenever he was sad? A story he had read in the bath and the bed, and maybe you can guess with the clues that we have said. It was the story of a boy who also wore red, and he looked like our prince from his toes to his head. Why is all the furniture covered? And as you, my reader, might already assume, this book is quite near you. In fact, in the same room. Meta. A story about you, if it needs to be said, about a red prince and his book, the red book we just read. Whoa. Thanks. Can I open this drawer? No? Princeception. I like the little seahorse motifs. I like seahorses. I like things with seahorses on them, you know? Seahorse, sea hell. All right. That was kind of a weird, like, ending to this run. Huh? Huh? What? Okay. That's about it. That's all we got. Let's go back to the chapel. Spend all my money since I can't keep it. It said something about, like, making offerings to a shrine, and I have not done that, and, you know, I'd love to, honestly. I don't know what any of that did. I would love to be able to get back outside and go look at that flame too. That would be cool. But not looking like that's gonna happen with our 3 steps. No meal for us to eat. Does it like immediately end when I do this to 0? Or does it... Oh, nope, doesn't let me leave. Okay. Good to see what happens when that, like, it doesn't let you enter the room and hang out in the room and look. It's just like, nope, peace out. Are the seahorses the ones where the dads eat the babies until they're a certain age and spit them out? So I don't think they eat them. But otherwise, yes? I don't know, do they? I thought the males were pregnant. They carried the babies. I could be wrong. You have pushed yourself to the very edge of exhaustion and must now return to your campsite. I was right there. You can continue your search tomorrow, but the house might be a little different. Well, yeah. 3 keys wasted. 5 gems wasted. It's okay. Good day, too. If they don't eat them, how else do babies end up in the belly? Answer that. Science. Yeah. New rooms 8. That's great. That's good. Now, I realize I feel like the west gate isn't really a shortcut because you would have to have the power on to like get in that way, but we'll get access to the outer room every time. I don't know. Don't answer that. Thank you to my Ko-fi supporters, 8-Bit Trav, Toon Wolf, Semi-Cortex, Metal Spring Pro, Wymiser, Akarui Kage, and Cosmocordia. Thank you to all of my Twitch subscribers, my YouTube subscribers, and of course, viewers like you. Later, humans.